What is going on? I'm doing a quick update on Dogecoin. So if you guys are interested in crypto charting stocks and any of that jazz, I wanted to show you an example of what I've done with the charting. So you guys, I've gone live a couple of times with the charting and I made some predictions, but I wanted to show you how I use it. Now, I mentioned before, what I do is I try to use fundamentals first to limit down what currencies or stocks I'm going to look at, or what cryptocurrencies I'm gonna be looking at. Then once I have a small list, because it does take a lot of time to do charting, you can't do charting on like every stock and every cryptocurrency out there. It takes way too long. Once I've got the fundamentals to limit it down to what I'm looking at, Doge I'm looking at, for example, because it's being hyped a lot right now, not really because of the value in the coin, although I am becoming more and more convinced that there might be something happening with Doge that will give it some long-term value. But right now it's primarily the fact that it's being hyped. Then I start charting it. I try to find the energy points, the resistance, the support, and whatnot. So I want to show you what my account has actually done. So let's pop over to that. Yeah, let's go big. All right, so this is Doge that you guys saw. If you look at my last live video, actually, it'd probably be, I think the price was, oh shoot. I think the price was somewhere around here. Not even, I think it was like somewhere in the 50s. Where was it? I don't know. But in any case, oh, I think it was somewhere around here. We're bouncing up and we're trying to figure out where we're going to go. Now, what I did is I put some sell orders in, I put some buy orders in based on where these lines are. So as you can see, let me move this so you can see the price. As you can see up here where it topped off was 67 cents. So if you were to put a sell order in at 60 or 67, I'm dyslexic and I've got the cents wrong. 7.6 cents, or I see it as 76, but it's obviously not 76 cents. It's 7 cents and 6/10 of a cent. So 76 is the number that if you were to sell right there, you were a genius because you called the top of it. Now, I didn't sell right there, but as you can see in my selling history, I sold at 75 or 7 and 5. So I missed out on 1/10 of a cent. So it's pretty close to the top. Now I put that sell in advance. So how did I know that was going to be the top? Well, I just looked at all the resistance that we've got right here. All of these lines, again, as I mentioned before, when you're below the lines, it's resistance. So just for it to get there, it had to blow through. Look at this. It hesitated here. So I know this is some substantial resistance. It took a couple of closing candles to get through here. And this is a 5-minute chart, by the way. So this took us, it took us like a half hour to get through. So that tells me that there's something substantial here. Then it bounced up here and had to go through all of this resistance. And I just saw a lot of resistance concentrated in this area. It takes away a lot of like energy, let's say, a lot of the inertia, the momentum of the price going up. So I put my sell order at 75. I'm also attracted to certain numbers, like 5 is a number for me, 11 is a number for me, 8 is my lucky number. So I normally try to find a number that ends in one of my lucky numbers. That's where I put my price. So I didn't do it right at the top of the square, which would have been 766. I did it at 75, what was it, 758 or something like that. 7-5-11. Like I said, see, I got 8s and 11s and 5s. It's a little superstitious thing. So if you also notice right here, I sold at 68.11. So 68 would have put us right around here. Yeah, so look at that. I sold where there was resistance before. I probably sold right on this line, knowing that it normally pops up a little bit above resistance, but I saw this as a potential place where it would be turning around. Now, why? Just because you've got this horizontal resistance. Obviously, it ended up being something that was strong enough to stop it for a little while. Bounced down, found some support, consolidated enough, got enough courage and money behind it to blast through. So I sold here. Wasn't wrong about that. sold here. I mean, who would have known? It could have gone down. It definitely looked like this would have been a reversal point, but there was enough attention that got behind it and pushed it up. So I'm not regretting that. I capitalized. I captured some profit. Sold here, which I'm very happy with, and then it bounced down. And on this chart, you can see it bounced down just enough to get to, where did it bounce down to? The lowest point right here is like 67. And as you can see, I bought it again at 68. Again, the 8 is a powerful number for me. And I always try to buy like just outside of or inside of where I see resistance or support, just to make sure that I get picked up. So if I was really trying to call it and try to be really precise and greedy and get the most out of it, I might have not been picked up and sold, or I might not have been sold at 76.88. I don't know if it went up that high. So I might have lost out on selling there. So I try to be on the inside of it. Again, I got picked up, and now look, it's already bounced back up. So it's above where I bought it from. So just between, that sell and then buy again, I've captured some profit. I think I actually used that. I put the same amount in that I took out. So I just bought more Doge because I think it's going to continue going up. How high? I don't know. I know a lot of people are talking about getting it to a dime, but again, that's just the beauty of knowing how to work these charts. Again, I'm a bit rusty. There's some tools I used to use and I don't even remember how to find them right now, but I'm going with the stuff I do remember, and it's working. And now I'm not telling anybody to make money based on how I'm moving money, or I'm not telling anybody to move money based on how I'm moving money, but it's fascinating. And I can't even explain the real reason behind this, but look at how this like hits resistance and comes down, and how like this finds support right here and pops up and finds resistance right here, then plunges down. It's almost like I look at it as like buoyancy. Like when you drop, a basketball in the water, it doesn't just stop right on the surface of the water. It dips down and then it pops back up. And that's kind of how I look at good support. It dips down and it pops back up. Now we've got this trend line that may look like, if we get some closes above this diagonal line, that looks like it'll be some support, and that might walk it up. And then we've got some resistance here in this arc, some resistance here in these arcs. We got 3 arcs right here, and there's probably more. It just depends on how many setups you throw on this bad boy. As I mentioned in my last live video, 5-minute setups, like if you keep on putting setups on a 5-minute chart, you'll just have all this chaos and lines and colors, and it's hard to really see everything. Granted, you'll miss stuff if you don't have a bunch of charts on there, but I look at it as like a rule of thumb. The older setups have some kind of like ghost echoing relevancy and strength, and then like the newest ones also. So the most recent setups and the oldest setups somehow, in my experience, show the highest tendency of having some kind of interaction. But here we've got, as I mentioned to you guys before, these vertical lines are like energy points, and they'll drive the price up or down. So we're also coming up on 2 energy points, one from short term, and you can see that it stops at this box. So this is a short-term box. This is a recent setup. And then this one's a bit longer. So it's just more historical. It's part of this big box that we see. So between, you see it coming up on 2 energy points, the odds of at least one of those pushing it some funky way are, pretty high in my book. Now this resistance was strong coming up, so I'm going to assume it's strong support on its way down. So I'll probably put, I already put a support. That's where I put my purchase order, the 68, the 68, 88, 8, whatever. Now, as you guys can see on this chart, it doesn't show that it bounced down and hit that, but it was probably because the 5 minutes didn't close that low. There will be points where you'll see it jut down, but then it pops back up. Like if we were to watch this line closely, you see how it's under the line right now. I've seen it come and touch this a couple of times, but until it closes, which it's got, you can see over here, it's got 3 minutes and 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds before it closes. See, it pops down. Now watch, it might pop back up and it goes away. So when I caught it at 68, that means it was probably this bad boy. See, it pops back up. Until it closes, it's not like sealed in cement. Now there's still going to be some people who got purchased right there, some people who had a buy order right there, they got picked up. Now this one was probably the one that picked me up at 68. Came down just long enough for Casey to get filled. Casey got filled, and then it knew, okay, now that we picked Casey up, it's time to go to the moon. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, we got some resistance. This is an interesting place. When I see these lines intersect, we've got an arc, we've got horizontal resistance, we've got this diagonal line coming up, and we got an energy point. Let's mark this bad boy just to remember. Put a little target on that. Not saying that that's where the price is going to go, but I'm very interested to see what happens there. But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to jump on and show you guys. And again, what I was also looking at were these, move this guy out of the way, these indicators down here. As I was mentioning before, let me spread these guys out so you can get a better look. The stochastic RSI seems to, when paired with the MACD, seems to give indications a little bit before the MACD. So let's find some relevant ones. Okay, let's see. This downturn happened like right about here. So let's see what was happening up here with this downtrend. Let's see. We'll find the peak. Look at that. Look at this spike. The RSI showed this spike, and then right after the spike, it signaled the blue going under the red. Remember from my last video, the blue going under the red is a signal that bad stuff is happening, or not bad stuff. There is no bad, there is no good. There's just up and down. And if you're below it and you want to get picked up, it's good for the price to come down. And if you're in it and you want the price to go up, it's good for it to go up. But there's no bad or good. Buddhism is probably like the best philosophy to adopt for trading. So hopefully you guys were able to hear me. My mic was I just realized it was pretty far away. So in any case, signaled here, MACD didn't give that crossover signal till here. But I look at MACD as like the confirmation of like, yeah, stuff is going down. Sometimes the RSI might signal that it's going down. And if you don't get the confirmation in the MACD, then it's just like a temporary bearish inertia or bearish push. But as you could see, by the time the MACD gave that signal, it was already on its second push down. Whereas when RSI gave the signal, it was still doing its first push down. But if I were to have sold out right there, maybe, especially if I'm jumping in 100%, like some people like buy and sell 100%. It's like they're all in, they're all out. They're all in, they're all out. As you guys can see, I'm moving like 5,000 Doge coins at a time. I've made bigger movements, but it all depends on how confident I am and whatever else. I still feel like it's going up, so I'm making smaller moves out, and then I'm buying more when I get back in. Like I sold 5,000 shares, it dropped. I used that same money to buy 4,500 or 5,400 shares, so I upped it by almost 10%. Now look at this. This is funny. See how this, I can't explain it to you guys. All I know how to do is throw these charts up. But see how it's stopping right on that line? Like the people who are buying and selling this are the ones moving this price up and down. They don't know that Casey threw up this chart. There's 100 other people who have this different 5-minute charts. But why is it hitting these lines? And this isn't stuff that I created. This is just stuff I've learned. And I'm still not, like, I'm not the best at it. But like, it's just, it confounds me. And this is cooler than, I mean, like I use resistance lines as well. I'll map out some rays, and like some of these are probably, like these blue lines are probably some rays that I threw up there, which are like finding trend lines. That's what I call the rays, finding trend lines. And that stuff is cool, but using a combination, and you find the right combination that works for you, this might not be it. This might be too complex and confusing. But this gives you hints. Now, this doesn't say the price is definitely going to go there. But I was just marking this down as that was a weird area with a lot going on. But this energy line that we're coming up on, let's look at, okay, I'm Eastern time. So at 4:20 Eastern time and at 5:10 Eastern time, Sunday, the 7th, Super Bowl Sunday, mark my words, one of those times we're going to see some funky movement from Doge. Look at this. Look at that. Doge is trying to, like, I anthropomorphize it like it's sentient, and I say it's trying to do this or it feels this way, but it is. It's like this living it's a representation of a bunch of living people and their thoughts. So when I say it's trying, I'm not wrong, but look at this. It's trying to get above support. Look at that. And look at that. It stopped right on the line. It went a little bit past the line, you know, but again, my charts could be tweaked here and there. It's all manually put on, but isn't that funky? It didn't stop right here in the middle, and it might, but just sitting there holding right at the line. And again, it bounced just like buoyancy in water, just like a buoy. It's like dunked under and plop back up. It's trying to dunk under, but it wanted to float. It was feeling more buoyant. So I'm stoked because, again, I got picked up. I got picked up down here for something that I sold up here. And that's like, if I were to sell here and then buy here, that's sick. But the fact that I sold like here and then got picked up here where it didn't even stay down there long enough to register, that's awesome. And look, is it going to come and it's going to come and touch my target? I'm not going to stay online for you guys because that's like another, it's like another hour and I don't want to bore you. But maybe I'll post an update later. I know a lot of you guys are probably watching the Super Bowl, so enjoy. Oh, I got some questions. Sorry, guys, I was looking at the chart. Buy or sell? Depends on what your entry is. If you're not in it yet, then I would. It's above support, so it looks like it's going up. If you're already in it, I mean, look at me. I'm buying and selling a little bit here and there. Again, if Doge was something that was a crazy project and I was super amped about it and I thought it was really going to do well, then I would be hold like Ethereum. I'm holding Ethereum. I'm just buying more when it goes down. There's certain coins that I'm not selling out, but selling out of. But Doge is right now, they don't really have anything behind it. So if you're in it, this would be, depending on when you entered, this would be a good place to take some profit. I entered when it was still below 2 cents. So I'm playing with the house's money right now. So I'm not thinking as strategically as a lot of people may be. Got 9,300 Doge. I doubt the Super Bowl Doge commercial was real, but if it is, Moon for sure. Oh, Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If someone does a Super Bowl commercial for Doge, wow. Think about it like this. If I had millions of dollars and I put, like if I had $3 million, I would put 2 million into Doge and then 1 million into a Doge commercial. You can't lose. Like, that would be insane. I haven't heard that rumor, but that would be, if they just have a commercial with like a Shiba Inu or whatever the dog is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Shiba Inu. If they just have a commercial with a Shiba Inu, it'll blow up. If Elon or if anybody likes, oh man, oh. Hey mate, what's going on? Are you interested in class 1 properties with big discounts from the marketplace? I haven't been buying any secondhand land yet. I've been holding. Potentially, yeah, I might, depending on what the price is and the discount and where it's located and stuff. Yeah, I might be interested. Hey, Ryox. Yeah, I just saw my charts and I wanted to jump right back on just to share this with some people. Ryox was in the, some of you guys were in the last live stream that I just got done with. I look at my charts and I was like, oh, let me update them on that. Got in at that 3 cents ain't bad, man. You're in the money right now. You're up 2x right now. Not bad, right? Beats working. Bought 27% Dogecoin. Someone's got a lot of reasons why they'd want to pump it, right? 27%. Imagine owning 27% of anything. That's a lot. One buyer, 27%. Yeah, that guy's going to be really happy if this thing hits 10 cents. When this hits 10 cents, I think it's inevitable. Doge, if you look at the history of Doge, it's been pumped numerous times. And Let's look at that chart. Looks like it's doing something. And Doge has been pumped numerous times, so it's a good pump coin. Look at that, blew right past that resistance and everything. And it hasn't even hit that energy point. Where are we going, man? Where are we going to go from here? Do we see resistance? Man, if it hit this energy point at the right time, see some resistance here. So getting through. There's psychology to this too. So once people have seen it go to a certain price, it's easier for them to believe it's going to hit that price again, right? Like we all saw Bitcoin hit 40 and then drop down to 30, like the high 20s. Maybe it got down that low, but everyone's already seen it hit 40. So it's not, now they expect to hit 40 again. So then it just creeped right back up to 40 without like being on anybody's radar. The news wasn't talking about it or anything. So we've already hit 75. On Binance, I saw it hit 82. So this is Bittrex. This is a feed from Bittrex. That's where I like trading. This energy point could take it, I mean, through the 80s. And again, it's been on 82 on Binance. Is that going to affect the psychology? Like how many people are aware of that on Bittrex? It sets the roof higher. And a lot of this, if it gets above, if we get a close above 87, we've got like a pretty clear path to through the 90s. As we get through a lot of these squares. And then we've got a lot of support. So all these vertical lines, once we get on the other side of them, diagonal lines, I'm sorry, these diagonal lines become support once we get to the other side of them. These horizontal lines, once we get through them, the resistance going up, and then remember, there's support coming down. So the harder we fight through this, and man, with the Super Bowl, there's going to be people sitting around together talking about Doge. They're going to be drinking and like, screw it, I'm going to get in and like all that kind of stuff. I think people are going to feel bullish, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some another all-time high today. I think this 75, the 76 may have been an all-time high for Doge on Bittrex. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. I haven't been following Doge, and I'll be the first to tell you, I was not, and I mentioned this before, I don't believe in Doge long-term right now, but it does have the potential to like just come up with some kind of utilitarian purpose. And then all of a sudden, like Doge would be huge because everybody already knows about it. So I think the potential of Doge is pretty big. I've got 20,000 Dogecoin in a separate account. It's actually my fiance's account. And I just told her I might sell 100% of what I have. Like if it goes to some crazy price, I might sell and hope to catch it lower. But that 20,000 Dogecoin that I have in that other account, I'm just going to keep that. If Doge goes to $1, I'll have 20 grand, right? If it goes to 2 cents, or if it goes to 10 cents, I'll have 2 grand. 2 billion. Link the commercial that's on YouTube above. Oh, let me see. Is it in the comments? Oh, I can't see it. I'm in this weird interface, so maybe I can't see your link. No, I don't see anything in the comments. Yeah, send me the link. I'll check out the commercial. That would be sick, man. I would love to see a Doge commercial during the Super Bowl. Even if I wasn't in Doge, I would love to see that because it's like an inside joke. Doge is like the inside joke for all the cryptocurrency nerds, regardless of how you feel about Doge itself. Like I'm not a hater of Doge, but I just wasn't like a supporter. It scared me because I don't see a purpose. I see it gets pumped all the time, and I see it drops back down. But it's like a great inside joke for all the cryptocurrency people because no one else is going to get it. And I love the fact Elon has been pumping the hell out of Doge. He's been giving Doge so much love lately. And man, I love Elon Musk. Isn't he like one of the best people in the world? I love seeing someone who at least appears, he might have like a dungeon full of basements below his house or dungeon full of bodies below his house. But at least he appears to be a really cool guy, a genuinely nice guy. And it's so great to see a good person win. Because we all know that there's like so many people who are in power and control and have so much money in the banking, financials, and politics and stuff who are not the best people. So to see Elon win so massively, like even Bill Gates is not a good dude. like beyond the conspiracy theory stuff that's going on now, like he was like, look at the stuff. He did this whole rebranding thing, like the whole wearing sweaters and stuff and trying to seem like a nice grandpa. That's all part of this rebranding campaign that he's specifically gone into because he had so many issues with basically like screwing over competitive companies. Like back in the 90s, if you look up some of the videos where he was like testifying before Congress, he's like a snotty little like just jerk. You could just tell he's not a nice dude. Elon is just, every single video you've ever seen of him, he's just like this dude who's just so focused. It's like he doesn't care about the scoreboard. He's in it to play the game. He doesn't care about how much money he has. I'm sure like when he found out he's the richest dude in the world, he's probably just like, that's cool. You know, like it's so great to see someone like that win. It shows that positivity, doing the right thing, and being a good person could land you on top of everything. You don't have to be, you know, backstabbing. You don't have to get into the dirtiness of politics and corrupt business practices and all that jazz. But that is my rant for the day. I'll probably do some more videos. I'll try to come up with like a little tutorial on how to do these charts. Oh man, I just saw the prices at 77.72, 73. Oh man, if I sell again at 75, maybe I'll hold it. Yeah, let's see what's up here. We still got some resistance. It's popping up here. I don't know. I think it's going to go higher. Let's see where we're going to go. 78. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll let you guys know how I do. I'll do another update. You guys enjoy the Super Bowl if you're going to be watching it. And no, I guess I can't get links in this the screen, whatever, the live stream or StreamYard. I'm using a software called StreamYard. I don't know if I could show you my screen. How would I do that? Yeah, I think I can. But it doesn't show me. It just shows me your comments, but it doesn't show any links. Maybe once I get off, I'll be able to see it if I go to YouTube. But I'll check it out on there. That's so weird. I'm able to get your comments, but maybe it deleted it. Okay, that's weird. All right. I'll have to Google it. What are the keywords? What keywords should I use to Google it? Like Doge Super Bowl ad or something? Oh man, already half hour. I get on here, man, time flies. I'm glad I don't bore you guys. I'm surprised you guys stay on so long. Okay. All right. All right. Sean's going to put the link on when I get off. Yeah. The link. Yeah. Doge Super Bowl commercial. Okay. So for those of you guys who want to check out the Doge Super Bowl commercial, the link will be here once I get off. I guess the system automatically deletes links, I guess probably to keep people from hijacking audiences and redirecting them somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. Maybe it's a StreamYard thing. I don't know. But yeah, I'll get off now. The link will be in the comments. You guys check that out, or you can look up Doge Super Bowl commercial. I'm definitely intrigued to see that. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Have an awesome Sunday, and do something positive for somebody else.